All right, guys, so this is the river writing activity for math for Wednesday. It's in your packet behind the word math. It's the first thing you'll see. What we're working on today is practicing plotting points on a coordinate plane. And this is just kind of a fun way to introduce it. So think of it kind of as Battleship. Um, and some of you have probably done something similar before. But the key thing is to know that the first number is your x and the second number is your y. And they have to go in that order or it will not work out. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to plot each of these coordinates. And when it says stop, that means you're going to go to the next part. So it says, in each section, do not connect the last point back to the first point. So we're going to connect these in order and then stop. And then we're going to go to the next section and connect these and then stop. So I'm going to start you off to show you how to do it, and then hopefully you can figure out the rest on your own and figure out what the picture is. So this eventually will make some sort of picture. So unfortunately, when I made your packet, I made the mistake of putting this on the back of this page, which is kind of problematic because you have to go like, okay, I have 0, 1, then you have to flip this over and do 0, 1. So what I did instead, there's a couple ideas that I came up with. One is you could take a picture of this page, like with a phone or an iPad or something. Take a picture of this page as your reference, and then you can look at it while you fill this out. Or if you don't have that, if you have graph paper, you can replicate the graph. Let me zoom out here on graph paper. So my x is down here, and I count from 1 to 25, and then my y is vertical here, 1 to 20. So super important that you do your y going up and down and your x going side to side. Okay, like this. If you can't do either of those things, then you'll just have to switch like back and forth like that. But I am not going to do that because it will be too confusing for the demonstration. So let's start with our first coordinate. So when you have a 0, that means you don't move anywhere on that axis of the x. So I'm going to always start at my origin. So right here, where the x and y collide here, is called the origin, and that's 0, 0. So x comes first, then y, just like in the alphabet, x, y, z. So if x is 0, then I don't move over on my x at all. I just stay here, but then I go up 1. So 0, up 1, I'm going to make a mark right there. That's going to be my first point. All right, next is 2, 3. So I go over 2, right? Always do your x first. 1, 2, and then up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to connect those. All right. Next is 4, 3. So x is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1, 2, 3. Connect the dots. Okay. Then I'm going to do 3, 2. So over 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 2. Connect. Over 4. Up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1. Then it says to stop. So I'm going to stop there. Now it can go on to any other section. It doesn't really matter because they're all separate shapes. So now let's just go ahead and do this one right here. Like I said, you can do it in any order. So now I'm going to do 4 and then 17. So I'm going to count x first, then y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 417 is going to be there. Now don't connect those, right? Because it says not to connect them. So I'm not going to connect that section. I'm starting fresh with a new section. And then I got to go 5, 16. 5, 16, right there. And then 6, 17. It's going to put me right here. So make sure to connect the dots each time. So I got to go back to my 4, 17. Then, oops, I messed that up. This was 5, 16 and 6, 17. Sorry, guys. Okay, so 4, 17, 5, 16, 6, 17. It's going to go like this. All right. Now let's do one more. 8, 5. So 8 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 9, 19. 9. Up. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 19, which is right here. And you just connect those two. I know it's confusing at first, but eventually it's all going to join together to make a shape. All right, so keep going with it, and you'll make a design and let me know if you guys need help, but hopefully by the end of it, it will all come together to form something.